Testing, testing, one, two, three. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Damien After Dark. You're watching the official Baddies Caribbean after show where we will be recapping season 5, episode 12. Baddies Caribbean, getting down to the nitty gritty, getting down to the best and most explosive moments of the episode. I'm so excited to be back and sharing this episode with you guys. Before we begin, make sure you click that subscribe button and like this video. That helps me get into the algorithm. If you would like to donate, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate, and join the conversation because I'd love to hear from you on what you thought about episode 12. Okay, so and after you watch this, make sure you head on over and watch the episode 13 after show recap, because that will be up shortly after. And if you guys hear a baby if you hear a baby in the background, bitch, my baby, my 12-month-old baby cousin is here. Okay, long story short, I've got a family member who is on drugs. I've got a family member that's in the streets. I've got a family member that doesn't give a shit about their child. I got a family member that doesn't give a damn if their child eats, has clothes on their back, and it's barely a year old. So, what does family do? Family steps up, and they all band together. It takes a village, right? They all band together to make sure the child has what they have, because if the parents aren't going to do it, what the fuck? It's just going to go into foster care, right? So yeah, there's a little bit of my life of what's going on. I'm glad to be back with y'all again. You may have saw my last recap that I did on Baddies. It was, I don't know why that one to me felt a little rushed, only because of I wasn't in my zone. I wasn't in my little studio. I didn't have everything that I needed. So but I wanted to put that video out. I would have rather had put that video out than put nothing out, right? And I was so behind. I was already like 3 videos behind. I'm like, they're going to be so mad at me. They're going to be wondering where I'm at. So thank y'all for your patience. Thank you for bearing with me. If you saw in my last video, you saw where I was out of town. I was in Florida. I was gone for about 2 weeks almost. And I was wanting to make a video, but I was just having so much fun, y'all. So anyway, let's get into episode 12, because episode 12 starts with Gretchen versus Cali. And y'all know we talked about Gretchen versus Cali last week, and we never thought that Gretchen versus Cali would even be a thing, because these two were somewhat allies in this game of baddies, right? Everybody hated Gretchen when she came in because she was on her N-word bullshit, and Cali came in hot towards Natalie and all of Natalie's minions, and everybody bandwagoned on top of Natalie, and they didn't like Cali by default. So these two girls kind of clicked up into one and became BFFs over the course of filming. But now there are cracks in the foundation. They started fighting because, you know, Gretchen was questioning her loyalty towards Cali. And to me, Gretchen, you shouldn't be. I don't feel like Gretchen should have been questioning Cali's loyalty, period. I just feel like Gretchen was drunk as a skunk. Sloppy hot mess, drunk all over the place. I mean, and why I said this last week, why would you question your one ally? Baby girl, you have nobody. This entire house hates you. Something keeps flying around and it's driving me fucking crazy. I don't know, y'all. For the last week, I've had like gnats and flies and shit, and it's driving me fucking insane. And it was from a goddamn watermelon. I kept saying, I'm telling my mom, I'm like, where are these fucking gnats and flies coming from? Oh, I forgot I had a water. Really? Anyway. Now, I don't know. So we saw a scene where after Taseki versus Cali happened, we saw, not Taseki versus Cali, Gretchen versus Cali. After Gretchen versus Cali happened, we see Taseki come and comfort her girlfriend, Cali. Now, I don't know if my gaydar is just that good or what, but I feel this sexual girl crush flirtation-ish tension, but coming from Taseki towards Cali. I don't feel it coming from Cali to Taseki. I feel it coming from Latifah to Cali. Okay, that's who I feel it coming from. And listen, Latifah has always given me a gay vibe. I've always gotten the vibe that Latifah would eat some pussy from top to bottom, left to right, you know, however she got to do it. But yeah, Taseki, Latifah, whatever we want to call her, she comes up to Callie and checks on her, gives her a shot of Patron, tries to calm her down, tells her everything's gonna be all right, yada yada yada. Okay. Now, after the whole Callie versus Gretchen situation, we see Callie go speak to Gretchen, right? They go talk it out. They talk about the situation. They talked about what happened, and they move on. They move on. Now they keep talking about this friendship, but I'm like, is it really a friendship? Because to me, a friendship is after the show wrapped, you guys are still hanging out. Are Callie and Gretchen still hanging out? I don't know. I just feel like the word friend is thrown around a lot. And it's like y'all just met. It's giving allies. Again, allies, not friendship. But I could be wrong. Listen, there's a lot of stuff that we don't see. And these girls could have spent a lot of time with one another. Um, but to me, it's giving allies and acquaintances. Now, they end up working it out, which I like to see the growth. I like to see that Callie versus Gretchen is not going to be 10 episodes long, so we see them work that out, and like, it was nice. But even though I don't like Gretchen, right, I still, even though with this episode I didn't like some of the things that they did towards Gretchen, I'm still not on her side, if that makes sense. Now, Callie versus Gretchen caused up so much commotion that some of the girls from the inside heard what was going on outside between Callie and Gretchen. So Scotty and Jayla take it amongst themselves to go outside and see what's up, see what's going on, right? And they ask Gretchen and Jayla why they're fighting. And they both say that they weren't fighting. We're not fighting. We're good. What are y'all talking about? We were just having a little bit of an argument. But they did sort of fight, right? I don't know. They may not have thrown blows, but they definitely swung at each other. I don't know. Maybe it did feel more like a sisterly fight, right? It felt more like sisters fighting. Maybe they are friends. I don't know. Do you guys feel like Jayla and Scotty were entitled to come and tell Gretchen that they didn't want her there? Do y'all feel like that they were entitled to do that? Now, Jayla says that she heard Gretchen saying the N word from the inside, and that's why she came out. She said she's tired of being disrespected. She heard them arguing. She heard my N word, my N word, my N word, this and that, and it pissed her off, so she came out. Now, we see Scotty and Gretchen kind of getting each other's face, going at it, and Scotty decides to swing on Gretchen, and she barely hit her. We see her hit her like right there, but she barely hit her, and it seemed like Scotty seemed like she planned to hit Gretchen, like it was premeditated. Is that just me? It all seemed premeditated because, first of all, the hit didn't land, barely. It barely landed. And number two, it just seemed like Scotty was a little scared to throw the punch. It seemed like she was a little timid, like she was a little bit questioning herself on throwing the punch. I don't know, Scotty, I want to give you your props on standing up for yourself, but I can't because I don't think you would do this to any other girl but a Gretchen. I don't think you would go up on any other girl like that and swing on them unless it was someone like a Gretchen. Because she's weak, or somebody that is weak that can't fight as well. Um And again, this is one of the reasons why I love Cali, because Cali called it for exactly what I just said, for exactly as I see it, right? Cali called a spade a motherfucking spade. She said in her confessional, Cali said this in her confessional, and I don't like Gretchen, but in Cali's confessional, she said that Scotty is just looking for the weakest link to make herself look good. Bitch, you ain't. I was finna say Cali ain't never told a lie, but she told a few this episode. However, I'm with her on that. I'm with her on that. Scotty, you look bad, babe. You look bad. And that's why I can't stand 90% of these girls. They pander to the audience and it fails. Or they think they're pandering to the audience. They are doing what they think we want to see. They're acting. I'm over it. I don't know about y'all, but I can't. Can we get new girls? Can we get rid of all these? Now, at this point, we can see that Cali is upset with not only Scotty, but Jayla. We see that this episode, Cali has become Gretchen's bodyguard. Now, I understand when Cali says, I'm not going to let anybody jump you, Gretchen, right? And that's a good friend. That's a good person to have in your corner that, if they're going to protect you. But at this point, or this entire episode, it seemed like Cali was the bodyguard. Cali was Gretchen's bodyguard. She, she's saying, what the fuck is the issue? What the fuck is the issue? After Scotty punched Gretchen, it pissed Cali the fuck off. She's like, what's the issue? What's the issue? And I'm just like, oh God, Cali, you're looking like, I loved you, girl, but you look bad to me in these moments. Like, wrong road, wrong road. Now we hear Cali say that Jayla is a bully and that Gretchen's granddad is black. So if her granddad is black, why do y'all let Biggie and Anamack say the N-word? And they're not black all the way, but y'all don't let Gretchen say it. Is it because she's lighter or something? This is what Cali said. I was just so disappointed. I'm like, girl, I get if this is your friend, but what happened to you calling it for right is right and wrong is wrong? Because up until this very moment, you have been on team this is wrong. Now you're on team, well, Biggie and Anamack says it so she can say it. No, there's a difference. How many times do we have to talk about it? How many times do we have to explain that there's a difference between race and ethnicity and all whatever? Why? Like Biggie, black, Dominican. She's got black, she's got Dominican in her family. Anamack, black, Dominican, or Puerto Rican. I forget. I think it's Dominican. Half black Dominican. She's got black in her. Her father is black. She's mixed. Mixed Dominican, okay? Gretchen, white Puerto Rican. White Puerto Rican. Do we got it? We've got a black Dominican. We've got a mixed Dominican. And we've got a white Puerto Rican. 2 out of 3 of those can say the N-word. Guess which one can't? Cali, the white one. Why is this so difficult to get through y'all's bird brains? Can we make it make sense? Can we? And Cali defending Gretchen so much, I'm like, is it because she didn't want Jayla and Scotty to jump her? I get that, right? I'm going to protect you from that. But I'm just so confused. Why are you, Cali, are you and Gretchen licking puss? I just don't understand. If somebody wants to take Gretchen one-on-one, let her have that one. You ain't got to pipe in, baby. You ain't got to jump in. We get that you like to fight. We get that you want to come in and do what you got to do. But fall back, sis. Fall back, because I'm confused, because nobody was jumping her. The way I saw it, Scotty was pressing her issue with her. Jayla was pressing her issue with her. It never seemed like 2 girls on one bully, rah, rah, rah. Did y'all get that? Did it seem that way from y'all? Somebody check me. Somebody let me know if it seemed that way. Maybe I'm looking at it from a different lens. Now, what I will say is that Jayla did us. There was a she did she lunged this the moment that Cali put her target onto Jayla was when Gretchen was like bending down, putting her foot in the sand, drawing the line in the sand, and Jayla took that moment to run up on Gretchen. When Gretchen was like looking down like this, that's when Cali or Jayla attacked. And when Jayla attempted to attack, that's when Cali intercepted. Ha! No, baby, that's my friend. That's my girl. Right? So Cali is intercepting. Gretchen could never stand on her own. Let's just be real. Gretchen could never fucking stand on her own on this show because she would have gotten beat black and blue. Okay? She should be thanking Cali. All that questioning Cali's loyalty, you should be thanking her, honestly. Because that, to me, what we saw tonight from Cali, that, to me, would prove that this girl is my friend. Now, I liked Natalie's. I think I liked it. I don't know. God, I'm such a fucking Gemini. Um, Natalie had this like pink look on. Maybe it was red. It gave pinkish on the TV. I don't know. But I thought she looked pretty in pink. I appreciated that look that Natalie gave, even though she was inspired by Stunna Girl. Um, Now, Jayla comes back inside and she's venting to Natalie about what happened outside with Cali. And she says that these girls are nobodies. Cali, you're Blueface's sister. But I'm just like, Jayla, who are you, baby? Who are you, Jayla? No shade, but like, you cling to Baddies and you cling to Natalie because you are a nobody, essentially. Nobody really knew who you are. Nobody, like, really, after Bad Girls Club, you had a little moment of fame or whatever, but no, actually, I wouldn't even say after Bad Girls Club. During her season of Bad Girls Club, she might have had a little bit of a moment, but the Claremont twins always overshadowed her. Nobody knew who Jayla was after that. Then she clung on to the Baddies fame because, let's face it, nobody's been checking for Jayla. Um, Now, as Jayla and Scotty are explaining to Natalie what happened, Jayla's pissed. She's talking about how Cali and Gretchen are going to have to get popped. Somebody's going to have to get popped in the mouth for this. And then all of a sudden, we see Jayla outside arguing with Cali. Again, in a totally different location. So I'm like, what led up to that? Did y'all catch that? What led up to that moment, that altercation outside between Cali and Jayla? We missed something, Zeus. Y'all dropped the ball yet again. Yet again, Zeus. Y'all dropped the ball. Because I'm like, what the fuck happened? We just see them outside all of a sudden arguing, but we have no context as to why. I mean, we do know what happened outside. But now, can we keep it real for a minute? Well, you know we always do. Let me pull up my chair. Let me pull up my stool here. Between you and me, Jayla was scared to fight Cali. I don't think Jayla really wanted to fight Cali. And I don't think Jayla got Cali. Because in this episode, everybody was like, in the confessional, especially Scotty and them, ooh, and Natalie, ooh, Jayla ate her up. Where? Somebody please tell me where Jayla ate Cali up. It did not happen. That was all luck. That was all a matter of luck. That was all a matter of, it was not a good, that was not a good run up for Cali. You know, she ran up on Jayla first because neither one of them would charge first. Cali's sitting there saying, come on, bitch, if you want to fight me, fight me. Jayla's sitting there like, no, you run up on me if you want to fight. They're both like, no, you're a punk, you're a bitch, you're a punk. Fight, you run up, you run up. And it's like, just somebody run the fuck up. I'm tired of y'all running your mouths. Run up. Like, come on. That's what I appreciate about the Now That's TV bitches and hoes and tricks and shit. They gonna be like, wah, wah, wah. And ain't gonna be no talking. So I'm just like, God, y'all just somebody run up. So Cali finally decides to run up, and if Jayla would have got her if Jayla would have landed some punches, but she didn't. She grabbed her shirt, and I think Cali fell. Like, it was nothing like, ooh. Am I the only one that felt that way? I don't know, but it feels like Jayla's trying to save face. To be honest, it feels like she's trying to like, ain't nobody gonna put me in. I'll fight anybody. But in reality, I feel like Jayla, like, cause at the end of the day, I feel like Cali could whoop Jayla's ass. I want to see another round, Cali versus Jayla. I don't want any fucking security involved. I want them in an open area. I don't want nobody falling into shit. And I'm not happy with Cali standing behind Gretchen the way she is, but I respect it. Right? I respect that she's not bandwagoning how Jayla and Scotty and the rest of these girls feel. I respect that she's standing behind her opinion on her friend. But yeah, nobody, between Jayla and Cali, nobody ran up for like 20 fucking minutes. Now, Cali versus Jayla, when they finally get down to it, I was shocked because I thought that Cali was going to eat more. Now, I'll be honest with y'all when it comes to that. Do I think Jayla ate her up? Absolutely not. But I did think that Cali was going to eat her up a little bit more. To me, it was just a dud fight. Now, Jayla at one point bent over and like spread her ass cheeks, and Callie ran up on her, and Jayla turns around real quick and she's like, "You're a weak pussy hoe for doing that." But it's like, if that's the case, then Jayla, you're a weak, hypocritical ass pussy hoe for doing that, because you just did the same motherfucking thing in this same exact episode when it came down to Gretchen. When Gretchen was drawing the line in the sand and looking down, you ran up in her. It's the hypocrisy for me. Now, Gretchen is on the sidelines running her mouth, cheering on Cali, right? Now, while she's cheering on Cali, Roelly tells her to shut the fuck up. Roelly says something to her of that effect, because Roelly says that she's tired of hearing Gretchen. From sun up to sundown, they say they hear Gretchen nonstop. She's yelling, she's screaming, she's crying, she's fighting. N-word this, N-word that. I'd be sick of it too, I'm not going to lie. I would be, right? We've heard it from episode 1. N-word this, N-word that. I'm sick of it as a viewer. I couldn't imagine if I was there. If I'd been here at Audio 2, I'd probably told Gretchen, shut the fuck up, girl. Just shut up. And Gretchen, yells back at Roelly, rightfully so. She defends herself back, and she's like, I don't even know you, bro. I don't even know you. That's a lie. That's a lie. You can take that lie, Gretchen, grab it, put it right back in your motherfucking mouth. Because you can't tell me that you signed up for this show, Baddies Caribbean, and you didn't know who the motherfucking queen was. You didn't know who the motherfucking OG was. Roly Poly? Girl, bye. You was a fan. You was a fan, Gretchen. Now, we see Roelly out of nowhere. Roelly creeps behind security, behind production, and she run up on Gretchen and knock her upside that head. Oh! I'm like, damn, Roelly, why couldn't you do Anamack that way? I would have rather her do Anamack that way than Gretchen. I don't like Gretchen, I don't, but I want to see Anamack get that head tagged one good time, okay? Now, Cali, of course, intercepts this, and she's pissed at Roelly, and she wants to fight Roelly now, and they're going at it, and it's just like, sis, God, Cali, you are my favorite, but you're starting to like, well, you were my favorite. Now Roelly's back. She's took your place. You're no longer my favorite, especially after what's going on with Cali, especially after you defending every little battle of hers. Because that's my thing. If you're going to defend all of Gretchen's battles, Cali, you're going to be fighting all season. And you're going to fight every single person. Because it's not just like one or two people don't like Gretchen and people want to bully her. The whole motherfucking house don't really like Gretchen because she's disrespectful as fuck. She lacks self-awareness. And she lacks understanding. I don't care where you fucking grew up. I don't care if you think your granddaddy or your pappy was black. I don't care how many black dicks you spun on and rode on. I don't care how many black children you have. You'll never be black. Ever. So can we agree with that? Can we agree with that? And I love Cali, but anytime it's Cali versus motherfucking Roelly, bitch, I'm gonna always be Team Roelly. Unless Roelly's in the wrong, and I think she's in the wrong, I will say that, right? I've never had a problem saying that. But in this moment right now, Team motherfucking Roelly, bitch. Team Roelly all day long. Because Cali, you can defend your friend. You can defend Gretchen all day long. That's fine. Like I said, I respect it. But when it comes to that N-word shit, I'm going to need you to stand 10 motherfucking toes down on that. Or you can't sit with us, okay? So get it right. Come right. Come motherfucking correct, bitch. I was hoping Roelly and Cali would have been a duo. I'm not going to lie to you. So the fact that they're fighting and they're screaming back and forth at one another, and Cali's talking about, you hate yourself, Roelly, you look at you, something about her body, everybody wants to go after Roelly's body, and it's like, Cali, you got a great body. I love that, but you're thick. Come on now, you're thick. I saw when you pulled your bathing suit down or whatever, your panties down, you had a little belly too. So let's not get it twisted like you some little skinny Victoria's Secret supermodel now. Now, I know that Roelly and Cali are two different body types. I'm not saying they're the same. I'm just saying I don't like when people be coming for Roelly's body left and right. Because what's your nose look like? What's your teeth look like? Huh? What's your booty look like? Are you all back? Are you? How big is your cock? Do you have a chode? Do you have a little nub for a penis? Do you have a gut? Since y'all some motherfucking perfect around this bitch. No, Natalie's bitching. I want to go to dinner. I haven't eaten in 5 days. This is what y'all always do. I'm so sick of it. And we're sick of you, Natalie. I'm sick of you in this actress motherfucking role you play. See, I would respect you so much goddamn more if you would sit back in the corner and you were laughing and you would play that villain role, because truly you love it. Truly this is what you want. But for you to act like that you want to go to dinner and you want to have drinks and all that shit, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that bullshit. Natalie, you love it. You're sitting back and you're cashing your fucking check, aren't you? That's what I thought. Now, whose side are you on? I want to hear from you. Team Gretchen or Team Cali and Gretchen, or Team Roelly and Jayla? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on that one. So get in the comment section and let me know whose team you're on. We see Anamack come in the room with Natalie and some of the girls, and she says that she's got a sprained finger. Oh, a sprained finger. And nerve damage. And it's like, well, if you'd sit the fuck down, maybe you wouldn't have a sprained finger and nerve damage. You ever thought about that? Poor pitiful me. Poor Anamack. I'm the victim. Now, she's continuing to run with this narrative that Mariah sicked her mom on her. She's still running with this narrative that Mariah told her mom to attack me. Mariah had her mom come after me. See, there was no cameras there. And Anamack is one of those girls that she's low down, she's crooked, she will lie, deny. If there's no proof. But however, we have proof in this case, and her name is Cali because she was there. And unfortunately for you, Anamack, Cali has came forward and stated that you were definitely the aggressor in the situation, and then you definitely laid your hands first. Okay? So you can try and spin the narrative. See, at this point, what we're seeing from Anamack, oh my god, this fucking gnat. What we're seeing from Anamack, She doesn't know that in the confessional, Cali has told all of us that she was there and that she saw it, and that Anamack swung first and all that. So Anamack is going to try to run with this story that poor pitiful me, I did nothing wrong. I was just minding my business, and this lady put her hands on me 4 separate times. Y'all mean to tell me y'all really believe that somebody hit Anamack 4 separate times until she finally decided to defend herself? Come on now. Now we see the girls headed to their club appearance that they're doing here in the Dominican Republic. And while they're on the Sprinter van headed to the club, Diamond the Body starts sucking on a champagne glass as if she's our resident baddie and more. Now, we've said that here on the channel, right? When we first met Diamond the Body, we talked about how she looked very familiar to us, how she really resembled season 2 baddie and more. Don't y'all think so? And Natalie brings that up tonight. Natalie brings up what we've said before, which I think is, well, I mean, that I think it's pretty obvious to all of us, right? Anybody that's watched the show, that's a fan of the show, you can look at Diamond the Body and you can look at Ann, and they definitely look like cousins or sisters. Like, they look like they from the same something. They could definitely be sisters. But I like Diamond the Body better than I do Ann. What about y'all? Would you rather have Diamond the Body or Ann? Or neither. I don't know. I like Diamond the Body. I feel like she's a big personality. I feel like she's colorful. She's entertaining. She's carried a lot of this show this season, whether I agree with some of her decisions or not. Now, speaking of Ann Moore, she did all that clout chasing and shit in season 2 just to not get asked back for season 3 or 4 or 5. I mean, sucking on champagne glasses, sucking on microphones, sucking on anything she could suck on. Did all that for nothing. And I know the paycheck wasn't that great because they were only in season 2 and the budget was not budgeting back then. Anyways, the girls get to the club. We get to see club footage of them, right? They're twerking. They're having fun. Woo, woo, popping bottles. And we see more footage of Big Biggie living her lesbian fantasy that she's always wanted to live. I'm telling y'all, every time they go to the club, I want y'all to peep Biggie because she's always doing some lesbianist shit, some lesberotic shit, and there's nothing wrong with it. Listen, let your freak flag fly, baby, but live in your truth, Biggie. Live in your truth because you very much give me top. You give me top energy. You give me strap-on energy. You give me I'll peg that bitch right now energy, especially in the club. We see her tonight. She got her hands on Diamond the Body's hips. And Diamond the Body's twerking on her. And Biggie loves it. She loves it. We never see Biggie twerking on another girl. We never see Biggie being, soft. Twerk that pussy, throw that pussy. Come on, Biggie. We don't never see that, but we see Biggie with that strap on. We see Biggie with that masculine top energy. Give it to me, Biggie. Give it to me, Biggie. And see, that's the thing. Biggie, she's not ashamed of it. She lives it, but she doesn't live it. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't vocal like if you were to ask her, she says she loves men. And and that might be true, but I feel like she loves women more. And that's okay. Women are beautiful. I love a good woman. Biggie, do your thing. Do your thing, Biggie B. Do your thing. Do your thing, Biggie. Do your thing. Okay? Now, Tinkerbella, I got lost with the whole Tinkerbella and Natalie giving her a baddie chain. We see Tinkerbella twerking in the club, and then all of a sudden, something comes over Natalie where she just feels like, that's it. Tinkerbella. She's the one. That's the one. And Natalie takes off her baddie chain, and she puts it on Tinkerbella and crowns her and says, yes, Tinkerbella, you're the one. You've saved the show. You are now a certified baddie. And I'm like, for what? I'm just confused for what? Because to me, I don't really get the I don't get the hype for Tinkerbella. To me, Tinkerbella seems like, and Lucci V actually said this. Erica from Bad Girls Club also said the same thing I said, which is that Tinkerbella does the most for cameras, okay? Tinkerbella is aware that she's on a show. She's too aware. It's okay to be aware, but she's too aware that she's on a show, and she's like, "What should I do? Oh, let me twerk. Let me show out. Let me do this. Oh, the cameras are watching. Let me do the splits. Oh, the cameras are watching. Let me get louder." Like, y'all know what I'm saying? She's one of those, and I always see right through those. And to me, that's not authentic, and I don't care to watch it. So for Natalie to take this chain off and put it on Tinkerbella, I'm like, for what? I didn't even know that having the Baddies chain meant anything. I just thought Natalie gifted a lot of the girls a chain. But apparently getting a chain means you're an official baddie now. Now, for some reason, Tinkerbella's sister, Meatball, is upset. Not her sister. Not the sister. We talked about this. These hoes ain't sisters. We talked about this. I cannot stand when people do that. This is my sister. This is my sister. Oh, it's your sister, but your sister hating on you. But your sister hating on you. Meatball, why are you so mad over a chain? Because she got a Baddies chain? If that was your sister, wouldn't you be happy for her? Wouldn't you be proud of her that she got this position, that she's a baddie now, that Natalie sees her? I don't know. It's giving weird as fuck is what it's giving me. It's all weird. Natalie, you're weird. Tinkerbella, you're weird. Meatball, you're weird. You're all fucking weird. Anyway. And I totally forgot that Jelly Bean and J.O. and girls like that were there. The replacements. Aren't they the replacements? Because the replacements get to go to the club with them. Did y'all see the replacements in the background having a good old time? I said, oh shit, I forgot about J.O. and Jelly Bean. But you know what? At this point, bring in J.O. and Jelly Bean and let's get rid of Jayla and Scotty and Mariah and all that. Like no, I don't. I want to see all these new girls. Let's give them all a chance and bring back Marina. Hell, bring back Slim and Diaz. Much as I can't stand them, give me a whole new cast. I'm tired of Jayla and Scotty and Natalie and Sapphire and Tasiki and Mariah Lynn. I'm sorry. I'm just tired of it. Tired. Anyway. Now Mariah is triggered by Anna, as we saw at the end, because of Anna's, altercation with Mariah's mother. So Mariah leaves the club. But I'm just like, I ain't letting nobody fuck up my time. If I'm at the club and I'm having a good time and I'm there for work, because you were there for work, Mariah. You were there, hosting. You were getting paid. But she decides to leave because Anamack triggers her. Sorry, you guys, for the baby in the background. But Anamack triggers Mariah, so she leaves the club. I thought we were going to see Mariah run up on Anamack there at the club. But I'm starting to think that I don't know. Up until this episode, it felt like Anamack was being protected by production. But we see the sneak peek for next week episode. We see Anamack versus Mariah Lynn. So that will be very interesting. And we'll be talking about that here on the channel. And make sure you tune in for it. You don't want to miss it. It's coming right after this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not yet, okay? Also, like this video. That helps me get into the algorithm. I would so appreciate it if you don't do anything else. Like this video. Press that thumbs up button right down there, okay? Also, if you would like to donate to the Damien After Dark movement, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate. And if you want, go ahead and join the conversation. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this episode. Whose side are you on? Team Cali and Gretchen? Or Team Jayla and Roelly? I would love to hear from you guys. Also, Team Mariah or Team Anamack. Get in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Also, if you're not listening to the Damien After Dark podcast, it's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, as well as here on YouTube. New episode coming very soon. Love you guys so much for listening and supporting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See ya.